Hello guys, today I'll be doing a deck profile of my Blueish Flame Liberator deck for Vanguard. This set comes along with the new movie booster and so I've sort of just completed it, so I thought I'd just give a deck profile. First, the starter, we use this new Guedo. Yeah, basically it's a effect where it goes that when your Vanguard is in Legion, you can actually put this into your soul to look at the top 3 cards of your deck and superior core 1. It honestly helps a lot with Prominence Core and Prominence Glass effect. Well, just a very good free spawn. So for the grade 3s, I actually play 3 Prominence Cores. Well, Prominence Core is when you actually superior core out a unit with the same name as your Vanguard Circle, you actually gain 3000 power and 1 critical. Is actually a very good alternative to Prominence Glare in case you don't really have Prominence Glare. So actually I do play 3 copies, but I'm thinking of actually going to 4. So next we play 2 Prominence Glares. Well, Prominence Glare is, well, he's not really that useful outside as a rear guard, but you know, why not? But Prominence Glare is really strong as a Vanguard because it actually has a very crippling skill in the sense that if you counterblast 1 and you drop a Blueish Flame Liberator, you can actually allow your opponent not to guard with a grade 1 unit, which is incredibly pressuring at 5 damage and gains a crit. Yeah, so why not? Next we play 2 Percivals. Well, Percival is just for the free spawn, and you know, you have a Blueish Flame Liberator name, so you can discard it actually for Prominence Glass effect. So you can actually do Explosion Brew pretty consistently. And lastly, we have 1 Monarch Sanctuary Alfred. Well, this card is just to screw around with Link Joker. In case if you actually get your mate retired by Blaster Joker, or you actually get a really bad situation with locks, you can actually go for Liberate the Lock, but usually you won't really need to use him. So mostly he's just a free attacker. So next we play 4 Liberator of Destiny Agroville. Liberator of Oath Agroville. Well, his ability is when you counterblast 1, when it's placed on the rearguard circle, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck and superior core Liberator unit. Well, this is pretty much self-explanatory. It's the mate of a Prominence Core and it's the mate for Percival, and to be honest, it's one of the strongest Liberators units in game because of the Spirit Spawn, and it actually helps you rush early game. So it's actually a very good move against many decks that require late mechanics. Next we play 4 Liberator of Destiny Agroville. Basically, this card's effect is when you attack, if you have a Blue Flame Liberator named Vanguard, you can actually plus 2k, so it hits for 11k, which is pretty awesome. And the next effect is when it's superior called out from the top of your deck, you can Soul Blast 1 and you can look at the top 5 cards of your deck to search for a Blueish Flame Liberator. Pretty decent. It's mostly used to be in conjunction with Prominence Glass effect, I guess, but yeah, it's pretty good. Next we play 3 Lawful Trumpeter. Effect is when you actually Legion, you can actually look at the top 3 cards to do a free spawn, which actually helps with, let's say, Prominence Core or Prominence Glass effect. Yeah. So actually, why not? It's a free spawn. I actually thought of using Blaster Blade Liberator before, but man, this really helps instead. So for grade 1s, I actually play 3 Perfect Guards and 1 Quintet War. Well, I actually contemplated on playing 4 Perfect Guards, but you know, Quintet Walls, they actually fill up the drop zone really quickly, so it's really good for the first player to Legion, I guess, unless, well, speed helps nowadays since the limit break era is probably quite gone, I guess. Next we play 4 Brunos, since it's the card that is able to gain power dramatically from all the random superior callings from this deck. Well, it works as a 10k booster most of the time, so it's actually pretty strong. Next we play 2 Josephius. This effect is when it's called to the rearguard circle, you can Soul Blast 1 to draw 1 card. It's really just a very good free spawn. Plus, you actually gain the 1 hand size advantage, so why not? It's actually pretty decently strong. Next, I play 2 of these Media Gurans. Basically, this card's effect is when you Soul Blast 2, you can unflip 2 of your damage, but usually this card is used because this deck has a very heavy counterblast usage, so you actually have to unflip your damage early game. So there are actually two alternatives. You can either use the Blaster Blade Liberator and Balan combo, which fills up actually your grade 2 and your grade 1 slot. So you can actually use this instead. So it's a Soul Blast 2 unflip 2. And the good thing is Prominence Core and Prominence Glass effect, they don't require you to kill off a Liberator Rearguard to spawn a Liberator. So you can actually Soul Blast 2, unflip 2, and then after that you kill it off using its effect. Pretty good. And next we play 2 Zoran. When it comes out into the Vanguard circle, you can actually Soul Charge it to look at the top 3 and spawn more Rearguards. Actually really helps with Bruno's powers, and it fills up the soul to Soul Blast 2 and stuff. Well, next I actually do play a different trigger lineup than most people. Most people will actually play 4 Catch Girls because, well, it allows for a freeze. It allows for Brunos to power up, but no, I'm not going for that. I'm actually playing 10 criticals. Well, this deck's main objective is to kill off your opponent quickly, so I honestly don't see a point in running stands, so might as well go full on passive on this deck. So I actually play 10 criticals, since Liberators are very strong in the sense that they can spawn their rearguards off very easily, so you actually don't really need much of the draws, I guess, and more often than not, you'll find yourself being able to get your Blueish Flame Liberators from, well, Agrovale, so you don't really need the draws, but I do play 2 draws, just in case you need the early game advantage, and 4 heals, yep, this new heal. So, yep, thank you. I hope you enjoyed my deck profile of my Blueish Flame Liberators deck. If I have the time, I will probably make more, but here, this is just a new shot, and yeah, Liberators. Bye bye.